Welcome back. This is Richard Terrell again, and this is a continuation of the video on the trusts. What I want to do in this video is simply go over the protections for the homeowner that are included in the trust. We'll have a paperwork video later where we'll go over all the signatures and the notarizations that are needed in the trust as well as the other documents. So hopefully you have a trust in front of you, but if not, follow along with this and then request a sample as usual from info@gspllc.net. And you might want to highlight these protection clauses for your clients because this will show them that they are always in control of their house and of the property all the way up until the point where we actually pay the money to the bank and it is turned over to us. So let's go through the revocable trust document. This is a sample, and of course you will be provided with a trust that is created specifically for the homeowner, the beneficiary, to complete. So let's go through this. I'm not going to go through all of the legalese. You can do that of a sleepy night when you want to make sure that insomnia doesn't kick in. But let's go through the highlighted areas because I think they're really important for your client to be able to see. The object and the purpose of the trust is for the trustee, that would be Growth Strategy Partners, our company, to take and hold title to the property within the trust, which is conveyed to the trustee, and preserve that property until the sale or other disposition. And the trustee won't undertake any activity which is not strictly necessary to attainment of the foregoing objects and purposes, which is to preserve it until the sale or disposition of the property, in this case a short sale. The second item down here in the same paragraph is that the trustee will hold the trust property according to the terms and conditions of this revocable trust agreement for the purpose, terms, and conditions contained herein until such a time as all of the trust property has been sold or until the trust has been terminated. So we keep it all together until that point. Under the duties, powers, and duties of the trustee is the trustee shall be directed by the interest of the beneficiary. Beneficiary, of course, is your homeowner. In addition, the trustee shall have the power to perform any act that the interest of the beneficiary directs to the trustee to perform. So what we're talking about here is that by law, a trustee is required to do only that which is in the beneficial interest of that beneficiary, in this case, your homeowner. And down here it talks about the duties that we have, that the trustee shall have only such other duties as required in writing by the beneficiary. So nothing will be changed on this unless the beneficiary, your homeowner, directs us to do something in writing, which shouldn't happen because this is a single-use trust in order simply to do a short sale on the house. Going further down, we'll talk about compensation of the trustee later on in this. We'll talk about payment, which is non-existent for us. This is an item of really high importance, which is removal of the trustee. And it says the beneficiary shall have the right to remove the trustee and appoint a successor to succeed him. So it's the beneficiary, your homeowner, shall have the right at any time they wish to remove us. Basically, it says they can fire us anytime that they want. The beneficiary has the power to elect a successor. So all of the controls are with the homeowner. Goes through some other items here on this, dealings with the trustee, etc. Interest of the beneficiary, down to number 13. And basically says that the interest of the beneficiary shall consist of the right to lease, sell, manage, and control the trust property, the right to direct the trustee, us, with the disposition of the title to the trust property, and that's the important one, and the right to receive the profits, earnings, etc., which there won't be any because it is a short sale. But this area right here, the right that the beneficiary, your homeowner, has the right to direct the trustee with the disposition of the title of the trust property, right up to the last minute where the property is being bought from the bank, or from your homeowner actually, through the bank, through a short sale. That homeowner, that beneficiary, has the right to direct exactly what's going to happen. So they're in charge at all times. Moving along, assignment of beneficial interests. It says the beneficiary, your homeowner, has the right to assign any part or all of their interest under this trust. And this is what happens at the very end, because when we put the money into the bank to pay off your client's mortgage, then what happens is that the beneficiary, the homeowner, assigns their interest, the beneficial interest in that trust, over to us in return for the dollars obviously paid to the bank. So they're assigning a beneficial interest at that point, and it still remains within the trust, Growth Strategy Partners now has the beneficial interest, and the trust can sell the property directly. All right, moving on to the end here, we're talking about termination. And basically it says, this trust may be terminated immediately after the date upon which all of the beneficiaries agree in writing to said termination. So the trust can be terminated anytime they want. The beneficiary, the homeowner, wants to do that. All they have to do is say that they want to terminate it, and it will be terminated. Okay. We'll talk about signatures, etc., in the next video on when we talk about all the paperwork. Obviously, it needs to be signed, and down here is the notary form. But this piece is also important that your homeowner see. This is a Schedule A, B, and C. The schedule just basically gives the description of the trust property. That's the only property that's involved in this trust here. That's the address of the house. And the legal description and the address of that. Schedule C talks about these are the beneficiaries who own all the beneficial interest in the foregoing revocable trust. In other words, the homeowner is going to be the beneficiary, and they own 100% interest in the trust. Last item here is the trustee will be compensated in the following manner. This is us as the trustee being compensated in the amount of $0 per year for our work here. So that is the totality. There is no payment to us, as we've said many times in our videos, that there is no charge to the homeowner or to you at any time. Okay, guys, that's the end of the discussion about the homeowner interests in the trust. We'll go into detail in further videos, so join us when we get to go into the thrilling subject of going through all of the paperwork. Look forward to seeing you in the next videos. Take care.